Shedeur Sanders and the Buffs always seem to be in the news one way or the other. This past weekend against Arizona State, Shedeur Sanders, after the game, after a close win against Arizona State, ran over to the student section and hit him with what I'm calling the Sanders. Hit him with the flex. Hit him with the watch flex. Let him know, like, hey, we're here. We coming, right? And now everyone is up in arms about how he handled it, how he reacted to it. It's too much. Why are you taunting a 1-4 football team? Here's what a few people had to say, and then we're going to break it down in my thoughts, and obviously you guys will put your thoughts down in the comments as well. One fan said, I don't know, I'm just going to say it. I'm kind of started getting sick of Shedeur in Colorado already. Doing this shit for camera is cringe. Another fan said, flexing Arizona State is crazy. Another one said, this is lame, and for a team that's getting the hype that they are getting, beating Arizona State should be a bland face at the end of the win. You beat a team that is 1-4 and the worst team in the conference. And then an older fan wrote, I've been a Buffs fan since the late 60s, and never did I dream that I'd see in the news Colorado's quarterback taunted the Arizona State crowd with his watch after the game. And look, I hear you. I understand it. But let's kind of break down the logistics here. He's a kid. He's having fun, and he's playing football. And they squeaked out a win in what probably was a hostile environment for whatever hostile environment could be for Arizona State. You got to think everybody wants to beat Colorado right now. Everybody does. I know they won one game last year, and I know they're not probably going to go and be competitive. They probably will make a bowl game based on how they're looking right now, but everybody wants to beat them because of the noise that they're making, because of how loud they are, because of their personality, which I have noted I enjoy. And I know it frustrates a lot of people. Mostly the media, ESPN, etc. Those guys are loving what Coach Prime is doing. So they're getting a ton of attention, which is pissing off a lot of football teams, which they have reason to be pissed off about. So as much love as they're getting, they're also getting the same amount of hate on the other side. So at this time, they're kind of floating around in this like world of it's us versus the world. And I'm not trying to say, woe is me that he has the right to go do this, but is it really that big of a deal? We don't know what the student section was chanting or yelling or screaming out because, again, this was a nail-biter. This game was close for damn near the entire game. Colorado had to go down and win it with a last-minute field goal. This game was extremely close and extremely competitive. Regardless of Arizona State being 1-4, they still put up against a hell of a football fight, and it was a close one. And he wanted to celebrate afterwards. And that's his move. It's no different than the discount double check or the Superman from Cam Newton or anything that what we do. This is why we love college football. It reminded me of Baker Mayfield took the flag and went and stuck it in the center of the football field and got everybody rambunctious, right? Like, that's just what college football is. And Baker Mayfield got flack for that as well, too, and I supported it when he did it. I love that. That's what college football is all about. You create these rivalries. You create this taunting, this shit-talking, because the fans are way more involved and just wait and bleed it and take it way more personal than, let's say, in the NFL. So it was a harmless little flex watch. It's his move that he does. Again, it's maybe just Arizona State, but this kid just came from Jackson State University. They're playing in a Power 5 conference now. Every win's a big deal to them. They're finding their way. They're finding their rhythm into this. And another point, we forget who his dad is, Coach Prime. Like, that's just the Sanders way, my boy. Like, well, we think that they're just gonna come in there and be nonchalant and chill about it. Like, you think I'm gonna get what I'm gonna get. Like, that's their personality. That's how they carry themselves. And again, that's why they get so much love that they do and why they get so much hate. I think it's a little ridiculous that he's getting so much criticism for it. I understand why people don't like it. That's your personality. You think, hey, just go out there, get the W, and walk away. Have your head held high. And I'm not going to argue till I'm blue in the face and tell you whether you're right or wrong, because you're probably right, because that's how you view the situation. Me personally, I like it. It ain't that big of a deal, because here's the thing. Come next week, if they get beat, that opposing team's going to hit them with this. Win or lose this game, that team would have hit them with this, right? So he has to understand in which they've taken the L's pretty great. Even when I think it was Oregon was doing it to them. His other son was saying, look, I love it. That's what it's all about. Like, they're putting the flex back on us. So they're going to get the shit if they don't win. You might as well enjoy it when you do win, because if they would have lost to Arizona State, I can assure you the taunting would have been way worse, regardless of the records. So when you get a W, own it. It doesn't last forever, and next week's a new week, and you could lose that game, and people are for sure as hell going to remind you that you lost that game, regardless if you hit them with that watch flex or not. So I'm cool with it. I like it. Enjoy your W. It could always be worse. We got some college kids that are robbing banks and doing dumb shit. He's flexing his watch on him after a hell of a football win, after a clutch win. Stop it. We'll touch grass. See you guys in the next one. Like and subscribe. Peace.